Right now we're live in downtown Los Angeles outside of City Hall. The city of Los Angeles is currently desecrating a memorial. There's a whole bunch of cops over here. So Black Lives Matter is over here. And it's our policy to just send like one or two people to film cops. So I was told, I don't see any power washing happening, but I was told it is happening. Yeah, there's a power washer here. So here, where these cones are, these are chalk drawings. Let me show you the chalk drawings. This is the City of Los Angeles LA sanitation track. And then we have here on the ground chalk outlines, and Jesse Romero's name is here. And then it says Black, Brown, Love Matters, APIs for Black Lives, Asians and Pacific Islanders. Here is what was a beautiful portrait of Riddell Jones in chalk here in the ground here. And then I know, but I know it's really sad. And then here there's more chalk drawings. This one says Riddell Jones on it. This one here is a beautiful chalk portrait of Ezell Ford. And then over here, right here, there's a whole bunch of cops and city workers. And then here it says fire back here. And here's another chalk outline that says rest in power. The officer, the LAPD officer who was here yesterday promised that the memorials would not be power washed. There were actually like a bigger coned off area yesterday. There was candles, there was flowers, and the LAPD had the city remove all the candle holders. They threw away the candle holders. They threw away the candles, the flower vases. They give the flowers back to Melina Abdullah. And if you're just joining us, let me show you the portrait of Riddell Jones again. So Black Lives Matter had actually just designated this whole area here where all the chalking is as a sacred space. And they've been holding this sacred space in memorial of all the people who have been killed by LAPD. And Riddell Jones is the person like who catalyzed this encampment. I'm not sure exactly what kind of vehicle this is, but it says on the side right here, it says City of Los Angeles, LA Environment Sanitation. So all the people from Black Lives Matter are well aware right now that there's cops here, that there's sanitation trucks here. And they're well aware of what's going on right now, but they're just keeping everyone. Everyone is over here on the side of the street. This is City Hall here, and they're not going to engage with the police at all. And I have agreed that I won't be engaging with any police officers either. I'm just gonna live stream and document what happens. So this building here is the James K. Hahn City Hall East building. This is 200 North Main Street. So we're on the Main Street side of City Hall. And then right here, this chalk here, it says slave catchers. And then right here we have some LAPD cops. and I just came down here because I don't know what these vehicles are. This one says it says here watershed protection. Right here it says Riddell Jones, 8-2-15, or is it 8-12-15 Reston Tower. This says Zelford 8-11-14 Reston Tower. And those are the dates of the dates when they were killed by LAPD. And then over here, there's two more. I don't know if they're the city cops or the city security or the police officer. I can't tell from here. I forgot if they're called city services or something like that. Hey, now if you're just tuning in, we're here in downtown LA. This is City Hall, 200 North Main Street. This is Black Lives Matter, Decolonize LA City Hall. And I'm just out here like filming the cops, and then look, there's more they look like cops, but they're actually city services or something like that. And I'm just walking away from where they are because I don't want to engage with them. So I believe there's a power washing scheduled for. Oh, this is Wednesday. This is it. This is the one that's scheduled. And then they had posted a notice on the walls or the windows over there saying that there would be a power washing at this time and that there could be no property in this area. I think it is like this area over here. I'm not sure exactly the area, but I'm just here to document. I'm not going to engage or anything, just to see what happens. There's a red truck. A red truck just arrived, so I'm going to go and take a look at what that is. And then there's over here, there's like some city workers in yellow vests. So this would be the fifth time that the city of Los Angeles has power washed this area in the past month since Black Lives Matter has been here. And some of the houseless people who live in this plaza have reported that this area has not been power washed in the last 3 years. So the power washing is it's a technique for harassing Black Lives Matter. So this track, it says Clean Harbor Environmental Services. I don't know if the city contracted out. And then here we have two LAPD cars here. And they got some yellow cushion tape here. And then he's just tying the yellow cushion tape right there. And there's some chalk right here. It says fire bag. Hashtag fire bag. Taping off the area where the chalk memorials are. So if you're just joining us, there's a chalk memorial, a beautiful portrait of Azelle Ford. So I'll just try to get a closer view for you before they take it away. I don't think you can see like just the great artwork here. And then there's chalk outlines, and this one says Rest in Power, and this chalk outline says Riddell Jones. And then I don't think I'm going to be able to really give you a good view of this one. Hey, here we have a portrait of Riddell Jones. And
you want the cones? You can take the cones if you want to take the cones.
So the cop is offering Black Lives Matter to take the cones. But the cop last night had promised. Last night, one of the police officers, I don't remember his name, he promised that the chalk drawings would not be destroyed. And it appears to me that this caution tape is actually, they're not supposed to be power washing the whole entire plaza. So the caution tape is actually overkill at this moment. Let me just document like how far the caution tape goes. This chalk outline says Charlie Africa. Charlie Africa is a man who lived on Skid Row who was murdered, and a lot of you probably saw that video of Charlie Africa being killed. Have a good night. So this area here is not designated to be clean today, and then as you can see there is like caution tape. The only area that's designated to be clean is like way over there. So they're like the whole like half of this block. They're using caution tape on like the whole block. Like, I don't know if that's environmentally friendly, Eric Garcetti, to be using so much plastic caution tape. But hey, now if you're just joining us, we're here in downtown LA. We're across the street from City Hall. This right here is Black Lives Matter. They moved their camp like over here because of the power washing. And because of the harassment by LAPD. So right now they're taking the cones away from the chalk memorial. So this is what we're the most concerned about today. Is this has been designated as a sacred space. This has been designated as a memorial. The Black Lives Matter put up signs all over this area. Designating, making clear that this space here is very sacred to them. And before last night, there were candles and flowers and the types of things that you would expect to see at a memorial for someone who had passed away. So I don't even think the chalk drawings were even in the part of the map that was designated to be clean. I think it was like more over on that end. Oh, you should have flipped him off when you took a picture of me. I missed my chance. So, the Black Lives Matter group originally had been camping right here in the very front steps of City Hall. This is where people go in for the city council meetings, and if they have any business, this would be the public entrance. And they had been camping here like the first couple of days of their encampment, but then LAPD came and said, hey, you guys, we want you to move over here to this area. Then the LAPD told Black Lives Matter that this was a free speech zone and that they were welcome to be here. And then, like at a later date, they came back and said, no, actually, it's closed at 6 o'clock. And then they came back at a later date and said, no, actually, it's closed at 7 o'clock. So they keep changing the rules, they keep changing the law, they keep changing their definition of the sidewalk. Because in LA, there we go. I shouldn't have done that. In LA, there's protection for unhoused people. They're allowed to sleep on the sidewalk between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. under what's called the Jones Act. And the Jones Act is, I don't know, it's a law that lets people sleep on the sidewalk between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. So most of the front half of this plaza would be actually considered a sidewalk because it is used by thousands of people every day as a sidewalk. But LAPD is like this area right here. It goes down like the whole block. It's a really, really big sidewalk that now the city is changing their definition of what a sidewalk is, and they're saying that the sidewalk is actually this little space right here, like from the end of this planter over, which is about the size of a small tent, which would not give room for a tent to legally be here, because for a tent to legally be on the sidewalk, you have to leave 4 feet of space for wheelchair access. This is fucked up. What's funny is last night they didn't type off the other side of the building, so like local residents were out jogging. There was a group of like 30 people jogging. They just came like right through and like over here. I don't know if you can see, like way in the background, there's people in white hazmat suits. I'm gonna go over there so we can get a better look. So the people here, the white hazmat suits, they're spraying something on the ground. And they have face masks on, and the police who are walking away do not have face masks on. It smells kind of toxic. You know what? It smells like bleach. So in the map, if I meant the map, I post on my Facebook. I don't know if you, I think it's private. You can go to my Facebook. It's p.m.beers, and you can see the map to see what area was designated for cleaning. But I think it's like from this planter, like over, and that area there, and that area like way back there. I don't think the area where the chalk was designated, but you guys can double check by going to my Facebook page. I posted it last night. caution tape is really bullshit because like this person actually came through the other side of the building. The other side of the building is not taped off. And then over here, I don't know if you can see on the live stream, but like really far away in the intersection, there's people chanting "Fire Bad Becky" they have signs and they're passing out flyers to the cars going by. As I was saying before, I don't know if you've just joined the stream again, like if you've been watching, forgive my redundancy, I just like people come and people go, so I just want to like keep everyone up to date on what's going on. This power washing, what's happening right now, if you're just joining us, is the city is going to be power washing this area here in front of City Hall East where Black Lives Matter had been set up. They had their camp set up here. This power washing is a form of harassment that the city is using LAPD as their own private army to like enforce this harassment. It's really coming from the city, and it's really Eric Garcetti, the mayor, like who is like the person like who is in charge of the city and the city council and the elected representatives. So there are people with names and addresses who are accountable for this harassment. So the city has been harassing Black Lives Matter, and Black Lives Matter has kept like a very immaculately clean and very safe camp. So as far as like being annoying, breaking the law, like being a nuisance, that's not happening. And I've been here a lot, so I can really vouch for that. But this is the fifth time in 37 days. It's 37 days, right? The fifth time in 37 days that there's been power washing and the Black Lives Matter people had to move their property. And also there's a new thing they came up with last night is that they can only have 60 gallons of property per person. And I don't know how one measures 60 gallons of property because a gallon is like a liquid and not I don't know. That's weird because gallon is a liquid measurement and most property is solid, so that doesn't really make sense. So we have right here we have city workers picking up trash or whatever. So I was in the middle of a train of thought. Oh, the houseless people. There's a lot of houseless people who live in this plaza, live in this plaza for years, and they sleep here at night. They're doing something with the yellow tape over there. The housing people who've lived here have said that this plaza has not been power washed in the last 3 years. So for 3 years they don't power wash, and then they power wash 5 times in a month. That's pretty, it's a pretty easy logical deduction that this is harassment. Oh, they're taking the ribbons off the poles. in the back, I don't know if you see, but there's people in the white hazmat suits, and they're spraying some chemical that smells like bleach. And they're actually going down the stairs where houseless people pee. I'm gonna go over there. So there's a stairwell over here, and like just people who sleep outside, because there's no public restrooms. After 10 p.m., there's no public restrooms in downtown. And I mean, we are just blocks from Skid Row. And there's thousands, I don't know, 10,000 people. I don't know the number. You guys can Google it. I'm sure your Google works. But there's all these people who sleep on the streets. And there's no restroom. So this is one of the only private places where unhoused people can go and use the restroom in privacy, and it's very illegal. And I mean, when you walk by, it smells like pee, and you can just tell by looking at these stairs. They haven't cleaned these stairs probably in years. But again, this is not in the designated area that was supposed to be cleaned today, as according to the flyer that they put up. Which, if you go to my Facebook page, it's public, you can see it.
Live on Facebook, right?
Yes.
Automatically?
Actually, I was going to ask you to give a title.
Oh, I did. I just put shape. I put my whatever I want.
Okay, then it'll tell you that it's getting ready. I think it might go live automatically. I've only used it a couple times.
It's hashtag FireBet.
Yeah.
Fire Chief Bet. Fire Chief Bet. Fire Chief Bet.
This cleaning right now, they're cleaning this Chalk Memorial, and it's obviously like very traumatic and very upsetting, and people are very outraged. But the Black Lives Matter organization just like they have a policy of like tactical intelligence. They're not like they know what's gonna happen. They know they can stop it. This isn't like their biggest battle, so they're not gonna be over here like screaming at the cops or screaming at the sanitation workers. They're just they're asking most of the people to stay back, and just like one or two people over here filming. Hi. They had already cleaned the chalk up in there, and they cleaned the chalk on the walls, but they didn't clean the chalk on the stairs.
Well, there's still some chalk on the top layer, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
Positive, but I think there is. I don't know what they just did, but they were running that machine.
Okay. So the area where the chalk is not in the designated area that was supposed to be cleaned today.
The legal observer told me that he talked to them yesterday.
Yes, I was there.
And he said that it should be treated like a memorial to the dead, and they didn't agree or disagree. They're saying Bureau of Sanitation.
One cop promised Melina, and it's all on live stream. I haven't put it on YouTube yet, but one cop did promise Melina, I think it was Walker, that the chalk would not be touched. They took all the flower vases, they took all the candles. They gave Melina the flowers.
Here's your badge numbers.
They're gonna harass an unhoused person and tell him he can't be here in this space, where for the past I don't know how many years this space has been open to people live here. People live in this space. And across the street, they are chanting, Jesse Romero was 14. I don't remember the first name, but the little Gaines boy, he is 5. Corey Gaines' son, he was shot by police. He's 5 years old. And Jesse Romero, if you're not from LA, he's a 14-year-old who just graduated from Hollenbeck Middle School. He's getting ready to go into high school. He was accused of doing some type of graffiti. He was seen with a gun. The witnesses, there's varying stories. Someone said that he shot the gun, and other witnesses are saying no, he threw the gun, and when he threw the gun over a wall or over a fence. And when he threw the gun did go up, and then he was shot as he was running. He was running away. He was shot as he was running away from the police. That's Jesse Romero. He's 14 years old, and in Boyle Heights, in the Hollenbeck division of LAPD. And that really brought out a lot of people from Boyle Heights. Boyle Heights has a lot of brown activists, and then also it brought more unity, black and brown unity, and then Black Lives Matter is really mourning the death of Jesse Romero, who's not a black person. So it's really a myth that Black Lives Matter only cares about black people. That is it's just not true. That's where their focus is, and you can't do everything. And you're more effective when you have a good focus and you don't try to do everything. This is appropriate juxtaposition. That's a good photo. Caution tape in front of cops. Lights automatically come on. The city has been turning lights off later, and that's just another little way to harass Black Lives Matter, because in every building, like over here at City Hall, they've got lights. LAPD, they've got lights. Every city building in downtown that's owned by the city has lights at night, but what they've done here at City Hall East is they've turned the lights off. They also, one of these poles here has was an electrical outlet, and they disabled that electrical outlet. And then there was another electrical outlet in the park on the other side of the wall, and people were getting an extension cord and using that electrical outlet, and they've disabled that. So all of the outdoor electrical outlets that we paid for with our tax money as residents of the city of Los Angeles, we've been denied access to that electricity that we paid for. Also, there's like this overkill, like there's all these city employees in uniforms that look like cops, and then there's a lot of cops here, and there's no pushback, there's no resistance, nobody here is trying to stop this power washing from happening. So it's kind of a big overkill to have all of these people and resources that, you know, should be used like for like real crime or real problems. Also, there's no reason to be doing this power washing. This power washing is wasting precious water. We're in a drought. I need to remember that later so I can make some shame memes and then shame Eric Garcetti for using city resources, using water during a drought. And the drought is really bad in California. So that's really like disgusting. When I think about it, it's really disgusting that they're power washing the same area. The area doesn't need power washing. That stairwell, though, is really filthy and with a lot of urine because there's no bathroom. There's no restroom here. So if you live on the sidewalk and you need to go to the bathroom at night and you want some privacy, that's one of your best options. I can hear. Power washing this month in an area that doesn't need power washing, and this is a great meme to shame Garcetti. All right, where's my other phone? Oh, they're cleaning the chalk there. You could just pour a little water and walk on it, and it will go away. You don't need that big machine and all that power and all that water. So I want to make sure to take some pictures when they do the power washing. I hope it doesn't.
Well, I don't know if that machine is going to come across the street or what they're planning on doing.
Well, there's the flyer that they put on the wall that shows the area that they're designated to clean tonight, which does not include.
Oh, it doesn't include that?
No. If you go to my Facebook, I don't know if you're on Facebook.
No, well, I haven't gone to your Facebook page.
Okay, so
you're not supposed to wipe this out?
I think it's from that column over there that way.
No, but that's the old one. That was
No. What's the date today? 18, 16, 17?
Conspiracy's really house here.
we don't know.
My conspiracy, and I'll just tell you ahead of time, Eric Garcetti, I know you love me, I know you're a big fan, I know you're watching. My conspiracy is I'm making a meme to shame Eric Garcetti for wasting water in a drought.
But also, we don't know what they're going to power wash because they've said one thing.
Yeah, but legally what they're supposed to power wash does not include the murals.
Does it include back there?
No, I'll show you.
But that was from Thursday.
But you can see, there's a new one for today that's on my Facebook that I posted last night.
Because Monday, when I was here, they put up a paper, and it was the previous Thursday's notice. And it had a yellow part, which was that part there that they were going to clean. But that was and the date was August 11th.
So this one was like the 17th or the 16th.
Because she
or-
put up, I mean, this was so ridiculous. This woman comes out, she puts this up, and it's a past date.
Yeah, so they probably redid it. And then it also says where you can move your things, but it doesn't say who you are. It says that there's a free expression zone on the north side of City Hall. So they're like, oh, you can go there, you can go here, you can go like, no.
Well, the machine seems to... He's still working up there.
So basically where the food table was,
Yeah.
and then the whole side of the building over there, and then over towards the front of the fountain, that's what they're supposed to be cleaning tonight.
They don't care about that. They definitely don't care about that. They don't care about that.
Well, they definitely took down the cones that were marking off the space.
Oh, I have a troll, look.
Who's your troll?
No, I
What is
don't
he
wanna-
saying? I can't read it.
I don't want to give them credit. I don't want to say it. That will make them happy. Like, hello, troll is just too much
Okay.
attention.
I can't read it well enough without my glasses. I'm sorry. They're across the street.
And I was just doing it. We're here in downtown Los Angeles. We are directly across the street from City Hall. Right over here, Black Lives Matter has their encampment. They've been out here mostly in this plaza here, camped out for, this is day 37. The reason why they're camping out here is because